When we first look at the Queen of Pentacles, we see her in a lush green background, which really represents fertility, abundance, growth. This means the Queen of Pentacles could be very wealthy. She could grow her wealth and have it be abundant, but it could also indicate fertility. For instance, there's like a little bunny hopping by, and as we all know, there's a phrase called something with bunnies, because they reproduce so easily. A good phrase for the Queen of Pentacles would be, everything she touches turns to gold. And I want to say that that is a great manifestation technique. Queen of Pentacles knows how to manifest. If for 30 days you keep telling yourself, everything I touch turns to gold, and you'll believe it. By the end of that 30 days, you will believe that everything you touch does turn to gold, and you can manifest prosperity. If you're looking to also manifest prosperity, whether it be fertility or money or real estate, put the Queen of Pentacles next to the King of Pentacles, somewhere where you can see them, so you can gaze upon them, look at the symbolism, know what the symbolism means, and I think that you'll have great prosperity in that regard. Queen of Pentacles on a mundane level could mean that you're going to expect checks in the mail, money, settlements, bonus checks at work. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who you can talk to. It's somebody that has a lot of close friends and acquaintances. She's someone you can tell all your secrets to, and she'll probably keep them. This is somebody who is very down to earth, very practical. She's really grounded. So she's somebody that you really feel comfortable talking to. You know, the whole term old soul comes to mind when I think about the Queen of Pentacles. It's just, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that's so stable and grounded. A lot of Virgo energy, I think, with the Queen of Pentacles. I forget what, some Golden Dawn puts her at, let's see, Golden Dawn puts her at Sagittarius and Capricorn, and Boda puts her at Taurus, Gemini. I could see Taurus or Capricorn. Virgo, I believe is related to the Hermit, but again, these are esoteric astrological markings that other people came up with. So anybody who has Earth in their chart tends to be very grounded. The Queen of Pentacles is very hardworking, right? She is idealistic. She will work really hard night and day for the perfect outcome. You know, she's also a fabulous mother. Like, this is the type of mother that never gives up on her children, who makes sure that their children have good jobs, they get a good education. She's also a great wife. She's the type of wife that will work endlessly beside her husband, you know, scraping by with him while he works on his doctorate degree, or she may even have such great business skills that she works with her husband. This is a great power duo placement. If she chooses to work outside of the home, you know, that's a power placement. But if she chooses to work inside the home, her home will usually be really beautiful. You know, she may not have a flair for decorating or anything, or she could, but it'll always be kind of meticulous. And that's why I say the Virgo energy, because she always presents herself with a very regalness. Again, this is the last suit. It's the Pentacles is the last suit in tarot. Pentacles usually is somebody that likes to cook. They may, you know, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe quite a few options. Well, sometimes the Queen of Pentacles can gain a little bit of weight just because she does cook a lot. She puts a lot of food out for her kids and her husband and herself. The Queen of Pentacles usually denotes a married woman, not all the time, but the Queen of Swords is usually indicates a widowed woman or a single woman. But the Queen of Pentacles is often married. The Queen of Pentacles wants to be married. She wants that partnership. I would put, actually, if I was to make up my own astrological correspondence, I would put the Queen of Pentacles as a Virgo Libra, because they do have this sense of beauty about them. They want to be around beautiful things, beautiful people. They'll change with the seasons as well. You know how some women take out their fake flowers for autumn. They're all orange and reds, and then they have Christmas with the reds and the greens, and then spring with the beautiful pastels, and then, you know, summer, maybe green and yellow. But this is somebody who loves to decorate, and if they don't have a knack for decorating, perhaps they just have everything neat and organized and clean. This is also somebody who is very traditional. They value tradition. So, for instance, you know, a Queen of Pentacles might ask their daughter, well, why hasn't your boyfriend asked you to marry him yet? It's been 5 years. You know, that would be very Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles might even say, you know, since your boyfriend of 5 years has not asked you to marry him, he's not invited to our family events anymore. Because again, she's very traditional. If you get the Queen of Pentacles in love, know that you have found a very sensual, even grounded, very devoted woman. This is the type of person that does not want to get married twice. It's like one time does it for her. She shows her love through, you know, food and nurturing. She may go into her greenhouse, if she has one, or her garden, and pick fresh fruits, strawberries, tomatoes. She usually has sort of a fertile thumb, a green thumb. She's very kind, sensitive, great listener. She's definitely not a one-night stand type of woman. So if you get this and you're a man or a woman and you're throwing down some cards during your self-readings and you get the Queen of Pentacles and you're looking for a fling, that's not going to be her. Like, she's not going to have any of that. If you do get the Queen of Pentacles and with another court card and you're wondering if your spouse or boyfriend is cheating on you, you could, he could, she could. But that really actually just, in my opinion, goes for any two court cards. So any two kings, any two queens, and sometimes the Empress or the High Priestess. But the High Priestess can usually, well, it just depends, because sometimes like the High Priestess can indicate the other woman because she's holding secrets. But you have to use your intuition and your subconscious, and that's what's so fascinating about tarot, is that we can really gain a lot of human insight into ourselves and the things that are going on around us that we may be unconsciously unaware of, or that are deep in our subconscious that we don't want our conscious mind to think about. If you get the Queen of Pentacles as a feeling, they feel nurturing, loving, kind, you know, everything I just described. They may feel, they also could feel like luxurious around you. Queen of Pentacles does take time to look really nice. She wants to do her makeup. She wants to do her hair. She, when I say sensual, I mean like bubble baths are sensual. Silk sheets are sensual. The texture of something against your skin, so clothing is sensual. She might not want to wear polyesters, you know, or synthetic clothing. One of the downsides to Queen of Pentacles may be that if she's feeling really down and sad and low, she can eat away her problems, which could lead to a little bit of weight gain. But trust me, the confidence that the Queen of Pentacles exudes is like none other. So she'll probably wear the weight like a beautiful Rubenesque model, you know. So she's really good at turning negatives into positives. Well, as a strength, the Queen of Pentacles is actually very good with numbers and math. I've seen this placement come up for women who are very good in business, accounting, and they can use a lot of those skills to start home-based businesses. Especially since they have great accounting skills and business managerial skills. A lot of times if you're single and you're the Queen of Pentacles type, you may meet your husband through school. Maybe you're both studying business at school. She really, as just advice, when you get the Queen of Pentacles, like, she does ask you to be a little more grounded. Like, you want to be grounded to the earth. Like, go walk barefoot outside in your backyard, you know, pick acorns, pick some wildflowers. The Queen of Pentacles as advice is just to be calm. Have a calm demeanor, a regal demeanor. I think of the Queen of Pentacles as like the queen of all queens. She is the earthly embodiment of the Empress. So as advice, you want to stay regal, calm, you know, push your shoulders back. Just as advice, pamper yourself. Just if you, you know, you don't even need to have a lot of money to pamper yourself. Just take a nice hot bath, do your own pedicure, file your nails, put on a face mask. It's not a lot for just plain clay just to put on your face, or a homemade face mask. Banana, yogurt, honey. Face mask will brighten your face. So as advice, it is to be calm, be regal, pamper yourself, take time to think about yourself maybe a little bit more. So Queen of Pentacles, I guess, as a career. Also psychology would be a good Queen of Pentacles a career, because she's a very good listener and she has really good advice. But sometimes it's not just advice, it's like she'll ask the right questions that'll get your mind going, and she's that stable person. So she's also very good at keeping track of details, which is why I place her in sort of an accounting field, because as an accountant, and if you do your own taxes, as you know, you should have meticulous notes and an Excel sheet. I don't know if those would be like notes, but she is the type of person who's like, what is that saying? Like, you make a list, you check it once, you check it twice. So she's great to travel with if you like to be very organized about your travel. And you need somebody who is a good packer. And I wouldn't say she's the most spontaneous traveler. Queen of Wands is very spontaneous. She will organize a trip that is really fun and exciting if that's your thing. So she could perhaps make a very good travel guide, but usually like for a business, if it's like travel, like if she lives in a large city where people go to like New York, Washington, D.C., you know, Los Angeles, Paris, London, wherever. She would make a pretty good travel guide. She could organize the tours pretty well, and because she does really love her home and her home city. Queen of Pentacles can be very patriotic about their home, their country, their county, where they live. They're usually not one to switch sides, political sides. They're usually, you know, they'll stick with one side because that's part of like their patriotism. And then other careers, I kind of inferred, you know, gardener. They could own a nursery for children or a nursery for plants. They could be a babysitter. They probably in their youth, they like to babysit. They do love children. And I think like they make a pretty good healer. Queen of Cups makes a good healer as well. But because the Queen of Pentacles is earth and water combined, you know, she can sort of create her own channel. And I think that's sort of important too, because the Queen of Pentacles creates like a channel that the water can flow through. And that is why she's so successful, because she creates the path that she's going to go down. So even though the Queen Cups is water as well, it's water on water, which can sometimes just completely lack all boundaries. So what are your thoughts? Comment below. If you want me to do more of these videos, subscribe. I will try to get through all of the 78 cards very soon. You can always go to tarotheaven.com. That is my website. I've reviewed every single tarot card.